Hello students, here we are again to discuss about a poem, and the poem as our discussion for this time is about Mr. Nobody. The first thing that you need to know is you listen this poem, and after that we do the analysis of this poem.
I know a funny little man, as quiet as a mouse, who does the mischief that is done in everybody's house. There's no one ever sees his face, and yet we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. It is he who always tears our books, who leaves the door ajar. He pulls the buttons from our shirts and scatters pins afar. The papers always are mislaid. Who had them last but he? There's no one tosses them about but Mr. Nobody. The finger marks upon the door by none of us are made. We never leave the blinds unclosed to let the curtains fade. The ink we never spill. The boots that lying around you see are not our boots. They all belong to Mr. Nobody.
Okay, what is the analysis of this poem? We start with one by one. It is with the stanza 1. This is about the funny little man, or it is called the little boy. The little boy doesn't want to talk too much, and the little boy needs to learn something. Okay, we understand that we have a baby in our house that the baby, so the little boy always create trouble. For example, like these plates are broken, okay, the cracked plates by the little boy, and what's going on when it happened to our little brother at home. So we don't need to make a punishment for them, okay. She is not to be scolded, okay. But this is the learning process for the little boy. We need only to guide the little boy, and that is the things for us as the adult to understand the condition of the boy. That is the meaning of the stanza 1. What about the stanza 2? Is that only the first thing, like the breaking the plates the little boy can make in the house? The answer is no. There are still many troubles. Another trouble in the house, like books have been torn. We have the books, and after that what's going on? Suddenly we see the page already torn apart. Another one, like the buttons of the shirts already pulled out from the shirts. So it is what? It is like the things for the little boy to do. The pins are scattered, this is the example. Or sometimes that the squeaking door. So the squeak one needs to be oiled. Why it happens? Again, because the little boy needs to learn something, and that is the adult as the adult to teach the little boy. The next one is stanza 3. When you read the stanza 3, and something that may annoy, make the person or another one sad or annoyed by the attitude of the little boy, or some people think it is not normal. Why? Like Mr. Nobody here, it is for the kid. I put them woods upon the fire. Because of that situation, the kettle cannot boil the water. Another one, like bringing the mud into the house. The little boy doesn't understand about the mud can make the house dirty. Automatically, because of the accident, make the carpet soiled. The meaning is mother or the adult already cleaned the carpet, and suddenly the little boy come inside and make it soiled or dirty again. Like papers are mislaid. So the question is, who did it? that is Mr. Nobody. Because the kid keep on saying, not me, not me, not me, not me. Because the kid doesn't want to take any responsibility for what the kid has done, has messed up in the house. The next one in the stanza 4, we need to give direction to the little boy. We need to teach the meaning of life to the little boy. Because the little boy is in the process of learning. And we are, as the adults, will be the role model for the little boy. To be the example for the little boy. Because the little boy will have nothing to know about the privacy. Let the door opened and the curtain opened and leaving the boots not in the right place, like spilling inks. They are all the things for the little boy keeps on doing without knowing it is true or it is wrong. And that is normal because Mr. Nobody or the little boy has nothing to know about responsibility. Now we discuss about what is this poem analysis. The first one is the type of the poem. It is a poem of life. About what? About behaving badly and no confession. No confession. It is normal that we ask the little boy will say, not me, not me, not me, I don't know, I have nothing, I didn't do it. That is the normal answer for the little boy. The next one, what we discuss is the setting. The poem is set in the house as the persona talks about the situation in the house. It's normal, right? That things get broken in the house, misplaced in the house, thrown around by the unseen person. But here is Mr. Nobody, not at other people, but the kid. And that is the behavior of the Mr. Nobody messes up the house. The next one, we talk about the title. Is that suitable when we say it is Mr. Nobody? Yes. Because what is the purpose of this poem? Just to show that nobody is not a person. So here, that the best person to push to blame to who? Nobody. Nobody is who? Nobody. Who is that? That's the kid. But the kid keeps on saying nobody. So, just make it nobody. So the title is right, it is right. The next one, our discussion about the persona. The persona here is, it is the poet's voice. The poet is also the persona here. The meaning is the writer of the poem. Why? Because there is one voice, like I, we, and nobody. So could be the void. So the writer of the poem itself, that is also the persona inside. The next one we discuss about devices. There's no rhyme pattern, only lines 2 and lines 4 of each stanza with the rhyme. So this is not rhyme, and the line 1 and line 2 and line 3, they are not in the right ways of making the sound. What about the simile? Could be like as quiet as a mouse, and the imaginary here, like the image of mess, that is mud, the carpet soiled, the papers mislaid, finger marks upon the door, ink spilled, and boots lying around. They are all here like the imaginary. What about the metaphor? Is it found here? Yes, like the door ajar, the meaning the door is opened, is like saying, but Mr. Nobody moves in, out like a thief unseen. So that is the metaphor, like a thief unseen. It's like the use of like here. Like the squeaking door will always squeak as though it is a mouse. So this is the comparisons, like that's door, the not living thing, to the mouse is the living thing. So that is a metaphor here. What about the tone? The topic is serious. but the tone is casual, like the normal speaking, like what we have in the normal conversation. We move to the themes now. What are the themes? There are many themes found in the poem. Like the first is responsibility, that you need to be responsible for the action that you have done, because very few people admit it and say I'm responsible. They tend to put another person to be in that position. Not me, I didn't do it, it wasn't me. That's normal answers for people. So what is the themes here? We need to take responsibility. The next one, like the another ways of saying responsibility, like truth and honesty, respect for family members, because if we are part of the family, like mother already clean everything else, we will not mess up the situation or the locations in the house. And the next one is cultivate a good habit. The meaning is like we are adults should give the example for the young generation, for the kids, so the kids will imitate and do like what the adult keep on doing as the habit. Another one right here is we must work together to look after the family home. We have to respect for other property, like we have door, we have to make it close, we have to be respect, okay, for the property that we have. The value and appreciate things at home. The next one, we practice discipline wherever and whenever necessary at home. The next one, we must be tidy all the time. We have to set up the things in our house to be as convenient as possible because we stay in the house, right? The next one, we have to appreciate persons who has to clean up after us. So there are many kinds of themes, and you can add up some of them related to the responsibility, truth, and honesty, or things that people should do in the house. Okay, students, I think that's all about the Mr. Nobody, and you need to read again the PDF file, and if you still have questions, you can answer the comment, and you need to answer the questions in the Google Classroom in the comment. I think that's all about this meeting. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.